Hey guys, it's Christy with Blue Rye Soaps, and today we're going to be making 2 loaves of soap. One will be honey soap, and the second loaf will be balsam fir and roasted pine cone. And here I'm making enough batter for both of the loaves of soap, so this will be for both of them. Let's fast forward a little bit. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and split my batter. The first half will be for my honey loaf of soap. As you can see, I'm a little bit messy of a soap maker. I'm gonna make my honey soap a brown, and I think it's going to come out darker than I wanted based on how this looks. Yeah, it's real dark. Maybe adding the rest of the batter will help lighten it up, but it's pretty dark. So the first mixing of that little bit of batter with the mica was just to really get the mica blended well before I added a bunch more batter to it, just to make sure there weren't any clumps or anything like that. Now I'm going to add my fragrance. This is the honey fragrance. I haven't made a honey soap yet, so I hope it smells good and I hope it comes out and has a good strong smell that holds. This will be all of the batter for that pink loaf of soap. I'm going to give it a swirl or two, and I'm just going to pour it all in. No fancy designs or anything with this one. I think I'm going to have to readjust my camera. It's kind of hard to see what I'm doing. But I do like the swirls that were in the soap batter, so I hope when I go to cut it, I hope I get to see all these swirls. I don't typically use a lot of toppers. I might decorate the top of my loaves of soap, but I have in the past put, flower petals or whatever, but I don't think I like that method. I don't like the potential to cause drain issues. So I think going forward, my soap tops will be plain, but they might be decorated with a swirl or something. So it'll just be soap batter. I don't know why I just hit the scale. I don't need the scale. And I wish I would have not poured so much batter in this green. I wish I would have done it like the brown. It helps mix it easier. Because now I have to mix all that green that's sitting in the bottom throughout this whole dish. And to try and get it even, it's much harder. I should have done it only a little bit of batter with the mica. Oh, man. I did not want to do that. Well, I'm sure it won't be my last mistake. So I have the green and the brown for balsam fir and roasted pine cone. So that's why I chose those two colors. The honey, I wish it was lighter than that dark brown, but maybe next time. And this is also the first time I'm using this fragrance. Well, two fragrances. See, I wish this is how I had mixed the green. Oh, that flashing, sorry, that's my TV. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, I just remembered I needed to add my fragrance. I guess that's how it's going to make it a balsam fir and roasted pine cone. I really like the way this green and brown, the two colors, I like the way they look together. So I really hope it comes out because right now I'm liking the way it looks. I'm gonna jump a few seconds here because I'm gonna scrape this pitcher clean. And I'm just gonna do a toothpick or a chopstick swirl. I usually like the way the swirls come out, but I have learned not to over swirl or it just becomes a mess. Dang, another mistake. I almost did it again. Oh, and that one's not going to work because I've waited too long. So we'll just do a basic scratch top with the fork. So these are mini handgun molds. I'm doing a a gun show in about a month, and I figure if somebody buys a 3-pack of regular bars of soap, I'll give them one of these mini gun soap molds for free. The soap is only about a half to 3/4 of an ounce. And I have a box that holds 3 bars, so it's a 3-pack, and they create their own whichever 3 bars they want. So I'm going to try that method and see if that boosts the sales at all. I'm mixing in some activated charcoal to make it a little bit dark of a gun, maybe black or a gray color. So that's what the black powder is. So jump in a few seconds ahead, just mixing it. And I don't know if anyone noticed, but so some people, when they mix mica, they mix it in olive oil or sunflower oil or, just a small amount of plain oil. And then others just dump it right into their mixed batter. But I've started doing where I go ahead and make my batter. I mix the lye water with the oils, and then I take some of that mixture and I mix my micas, and then I mix it into the rest of the batter. And I don't know if there's a difference. It's been working for me, so I just find it easier than getting out a little more oil, another tablespoon or two to mix the micas. I just have them prepared in the containers, and then once I mix my solution, or not solution, but batter, I just mix a little bit in, and then I mix more in until I have it all mixed. So if somebody knows if that's okay, I guess let me know, but I've not had any problems, no soap bleeding. I don't even see a difference because I've done all 3 methods. So I don't know why it would be different. So as of right now, I'm just going to keep on keeping on. And for these mini gun molds, this is my last one. I have 3, and each one holds 6 little mini guns. And then I have one individual one by itself that I'm going to do after this one. It's a purple silicone mold that has a bit of a more decorative handle. It's a little bit, I don't know, fancier or something, but I have yet to successfully pull any gun soaps out of this mold without it breaking at one point or another. There's a few places where it becomes super thin, so I've tried different methods, getting it cold, freezing it or putting it in the freezer, just letting it sit a few days. So I don't know, maybe I'll figure it out, maybe I won't. And then I have a little more batter left, so I have one more that I'm going to make, and this is a Fight Club soap mold. Here it is. So I'm just going to fill this up, and this will be the last of my soap. I thank you for watching.